If you've ever wondered why you've instantly fallen in love with a home, you're going to want to watch this clip. Come on.
So we decided to sell the house, and I think just from my own experience, like walking through open homes, first impression is everything, and you kind of want the dream, right, of that beautiful magazine-looking home. So I knew Lauren and got in touch before we'd even connected with you, I think, Tate, and said, you know what, we're possibly going to go on market. We want to kind of have help styling the house.
And I think it's really important in the changing market that we're in that you stand out from the pack, and all of these little bits and pieces that have gone into this before going on the market make a really huge difference in the end result.
Yeah, and it's so living in a house with kids as well around, and there's, you know, you've kind of got to treat yourself. There's those spaces in the home that you go, I can make that look pretty, and just tell the kids that's off limits. You can't touch that corner, but you know, there's little touches you can make to your home that are those ones that really stand out when you're going through those open homes.
I think the main help that we needed was like kind of what I'd describe as those dead spaces or corners, and there's even like a corner and a shelf over there, and I was like, do we put flowers, do we put a vase? And you were like, no, you put cushions.
Yes.
I was like, I would never have thought of that, and so simple. So I think that's the bit that's kind of just brought together things we already had, but it's kind of the extra touches.
And purpose. I think that's a really important thing when there is a space that could seemingly feel like a dead space, that you think about how would someone actually want to use that. So it's a bench seat, and so let's put some cushions there so people can see themselves retreating to that corner and having a coffee in the sun, and just really like having it as a purposeful nook. Or if there's a space in a bedroom that could accommodate a chest of drawers, that you know, just to demonstrate it's possible to add more storage to a space like this. So it gives people struggle, they don't have an imagination sometimes, and you have to help them to see what's possible with a home, and that's those sorts of things. Yeah, I think you're right. Dead space and just adding warmth as well. You know, bringing in texture with flowers and even some character with art and books, and just, you know, sort of having those out on display brings some personality that can sometimes kind of draw on those heartstrings of a buyer.
So from my perspective as a real estate agent, I mean, there's such a huge difference in the psychology behind having a home styled compared to not having it styled. And I think I've found over the last 15 years since I've been in real estate is the emotional buyers are the ones that always pay the highest price. If they're not emotionally attached to it, it just becomes another home. But seeing what you've done here and having the professional like Lauren obviously makes a huge difference.